Hello and welcome to Drinks with Ron. I'm Ron, and it is hotter than hell outside, so I'm hiding out in the good old basement, and I think I'm about to have me a drink. See this right here, over my right shoulder, this handsome feller behind me, this Miller High Life tap handle. It's sporting wood, but it's deceptive. It's not actually a High Life. That is a homebrew on tap. This year's batch, experimental batch, Rue Beer. I do rhubarb beer every year. This, however, I substituted in some homegrown hops that I grew last fall, and added some cherry flavoring. So this is a cherry rhubarb monstrosity that I have never made before. But let's see what she looks like coming up to tap. Decided to go with the wide mouth glass. I think I overcarved it, foaming like crazy, but with that old style chalice, mitigates the foam very well. Yeah, it's got a slight rhubarb on the nose there. Yeah. The cherry's really slight. It kind of goes with that, and the hop I used is a Sterling. Sterling hops. It has somewhat of a peppery flavor to it. So I thought the cherry and that pepper flavor will kind of marry out with the rhubarb, and well, so far I think I'm right. I mean, I don't think it's not an amazing beer, but it's a good summer drinker, especially when the heat's up. And since I accidentally put in too much sugar and too much malt, and then fermented it a little longer than normal, this guy's about a full percentage point higher than normal. So it's about 4.86 for alcohol content on this guy. I did half the batch in the keg, the other half I bottled up. I'm giving most of that away to various peoples. But that's still got another week before it's ready to drink. And this other 2.5 gallons I'll probably have gone by the time that shit's carbonated and ready to go. I'm just so impatient. I don't know how I survived all those years waiting weeks for my beer to be done. It's probably because I was staggering the batches, so like every month or so I'd have a new batch ready. So I had problems keeping them saved. I was burning through them too quick. But anywho, it was a crazy weekend. I performed a wedding. Yep, you heard me right. I performed a marriage ceremony and then signed the paperwork to legally marry two people to each other. It's a good thing, and then I didn't drink too much at the reception, which was good, because I think if we would have gotten more into the crown, I probably just been running around all night marrying people. Like, you're married. Have fun. You're married to a chair now. I don't know if it's legal in this state we're in Iowa, so whatever. It's you in that chair. Good luck. But I did seriously marry two people. It was my niece's wedding. She asked me just about a year ago if I would do it. I never had before, so it was the first one. I thought I'd be much more nervous. So yeah, I said sure. What the hell? I'll marry you, save you $100 or whatever the hell they charge for it. And then a few weeks ago, they had the bachelorette party, which was a big bus trip. They did it combined. It was like a scavenger hunt thing my brother did. Was fucking amazing. Clues all over, and they had, splitting up, and they had timers on shit, and you'd have to run in and submit your answer. You were looking there was clues in each stop that would lead you to find a Crown Royal bag hanging somewhere. And, like for one, you go through a series of clues that eventually led you to Red Hot Chili Peppers album, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, and then like the number 11 or 9 or something. And you were supposed to figure out that track 9 was under the bridge. So, if you walked around and looked under the bridge, there was a Crown Royal bag hanging under there. Only we hid this fucker so well, you couldn't see it. You'd have to actually cross all the way over the bridge, walk around the gazebo, and then if you look back and you happen to act, you'd have to be looking. You wouldn't just see it out of the corner of your eye. You had to be looking for that bag under there. But yeah, so there's this great bachelorette party that I fucked up my scheduling at dance. Couldn't be there at a dance recital, and you know I don't miss those, so I screwed up. I should have told my wife to get Sunday tickets instead of Saturday. I didn't think about the dates, and yeah, so I missed an awesome bus trip. But I went up to the bar afterwards, and I talked to my niece there, and she'd literally given me nothing to go off of at this stage. So I was like, look, what? All she said was, keep it short, no God stuff. And I said, I'm your man. So I'm talking to her at the bar, and I'm like, well, what do you want to do here? Like, I've got nothing. Like, you want me to just walk up and be like, poof, you're married, and then you guys, I throw some glitter? And she's like, yeah, throw glitter, totally. That's like an inside joke we have. We're like, perfect, I'll throw fucking glitter at you. So then we're talking a little bit later, and she lets it slip. She's, oh yeah, he doesn't know it yet, but we're gonna walk back down the aisle to the Star Wars theme song. To which I said, are you fucking serious? And she said, yeah. And I said, are you fucking serious? And she said, yeah. And I said, I can work with this. So I'd go rewrite the entire wedding. I had some Star Wars quotes to start sandwiching in, but I didn't like go full bore. I just slipped in a couple that fit fairly well, Yoda here and there. Well, a couple days after that, I was online. I said, God, I should buy the fucking Obi-Wan, the whole suit, and do it in that. And my carrier at work thought that was hilarious, so I got online on my lunch break at my brother's house. I get Wi-Fi, so I can actually look up shit. So I get to my brother's house and I start searching this. I find the costume, fucking spot on. So I take a screen grab, send it to her, said, hey, what do you think? I wear this fucking thing? She's like, that's great, you should do it. I'm like, wait, are you serious? And she says, yeah, totally. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna order it. And she said, wait, did I tell you about the Star Wars thing, or is this just a really lucky... Like, no, you told me. I didn't just blindly offer to marry you as Obi-Wan, although that would be totally in fucking character for me, so I see why she would ask. But, so it's, yeah, fucking boom, ordered. 2 days later, it shows up, fits fucking perfectly, and you know, with the hair and the gray, look a bit like old Ben Kenobi. He's the old hermit out there in the desert. Whatnot. So, he still doesn't know. So at this stage, you know, I've gone all in with the... Man, this is actually really damn good. So, at this stage, I've gone all in with the costume. So now I go back again, and I'm like, well, now I've really got to hammer the Star Wars thing home. So I start adding more quotes, but then I started getting nervous, because I'm like, you know, I met the guy. Me and him had a night where it was like me and him hanging out, and I got to know him real deeply and personally. So I didn't know, like, is he gonna be pissed if I, you know, show up as Obi-Wan Kenobi to fucking marry him? So I sent her a message like, all right, you know, I'm putting more quotes in. Like, are we sure? Like, do you want to? Oh yeah. So I got 8 or 9 quotes in. I'm all done. Do you want to see it? You want to review it? You want to look at the vows? Whatever. She says, no. All up to you. I don't care. I want to hear it the first time that day. Blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. I must have made some count of the effect of, you know, we're sure this is cool. She sent me a couple pictures. She says, we have 3 pictures in our bedroom. Send them. I open up. They're all framed Star Wars posters. And I said, okay, I'm going to go back and sandwich in a couple more fucking quotes and start working on my Yoda voice. So that's what I did. I took a picture, put it on Twitter, tagged Mark Hamill and said, hey, I'm 4 days out from doing a Jedi wedding. Any suggestions, Mark Hamill? He liked it, so he saw it and clicked like. So I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. So that's even how I opened the wedding. I said, you know, he's just discovering now that there's some Star Wars to this today, and he's the last one to know. And when I say last one, I mean I put it on Twitter, and it was seen and liked by Mark Hamill. So literally Luke Skywalker knew before you did. And that's a pretty good sign. So, yeah, I went and sandwiched in a few more. So literally when we got to the end, it was, man and wife, I pronounce you. Married you are. Literally yodered them out. I worked in do or do not. There is no try. What else did I? Always in motion is the future. That's a shitty Yoda. But I was doing, I had to sandwich in Kenobi too. These are not the droids you're looking for. But when I was, that wasn't bad. But when I was doing it in rehearsal as like Paul McCartney, these aren't the droids you're looking for. Hey Ringo, let's go get some tail. It was just like, no, back to Obi-Wan. These are not the droids you're looking for. Still, it kind of gets up there. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, I slipped in. Never tell me the odds. Always in motion, the future is. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to something. And then, yeah, so I sandwiched in some Star Wars. Hotter than balls, which sucked. It was probably 98 in the fucking sun. So I started just, like, axing shit as I went. I did the first half from memory. It got real hot. I got a little nervous. I started going off my sheets. Then I started seeing how much I had left, and I was like, fuck, nobody wants to hear this. It is 98 degrees. I had sweat dripping down my ass before they even came down the aisle, and I'm wearing like a costume. It's like the lightest, thinnest shit. These guys are in fucking tuxes and shit. I just saw the video. They all had their coats off and everything because, nuh-uh. Yeah, so I cut probably 2.5 minutes out of it on the fly. I hope it didn't all of a sudden become stammery and rambly and some things that I had written to kind of interconnect and be a callback to later. They were supposed to mesh up, like, hopefully. I didn't, like, do part B, but not do the setup earlier. I don't know. It's hotter than fuck. I don't think many people were actually listening to me. So I wasn't too worried about it. We got the official part done. They were married. The Yoda sounded good on the mic that day. So even if I botched it now, I don't care. I did it good when it counted. Yeah, and we went to the, oh, check it out, reception. Probably too much reflection on there. Oh yeah, maybe that's a little better. Got the fucking caricature of Obi-Wan. So I gotta get a frame on that bad boy, because it's staying next to the tapper. I kept telling everybody that all night. So, yeah, that guy's getting framed. He's going right next to the tapper. So every time somebody gets a beer, Obi-Wan's overseeing the whole process. Anyway, fucking nice down here, man. I should get my little temp gun, temp this floor. I have to wear shoes down here. Last night, I was in the chair wrapped up in a fucking blanket. I had the dog sitting on me. It's so cold down here. And now I got a frothy beer, fresh off the tap. Things are good is what I'm saying. About to sit down and watch me some Mike Tyson mysteries. And you're going to see what happened to Davey. Is this Mike Tyson mystery team? Yay! There's the fucking rhubarb. Balls Mahoney. Alright, anywho, I'm starting to get rambly, so I'm going to shut her down. Watch me some cartoons. So for Drinks with Ron, I am Ron, ordained minister extraordinaire, signing off.